Here's some free therapy for you this week. What you think is helping you cope is actually the exact thing keeping you where you are or keeping you stuck. When you feel overwhelmed, anxious, pissed off, whatever it is that you feel, you go to the gym, you distract yourself, you scroll, you keep busy, you avoid the conversation, you ignore the feeling, and for a little bit that will work and you feel a little bit better. But when you use those sorts of things, they are temporary coping strategies. You didn't actually deal with the thing that caused that feeling or that thought. You just pushed it down. And your brain will learn, okay, perfect, we survived it. Let's keep doing that. But emotions don't just disappear. Thoughts don't just disappear. They sit in your brain, they sit in your body. And if you keep avoiding them, it's like mold in a cup that you've left on a windowsill or in your room. If you leave it long enough, it grows. These things that you do that you think are helping you are called dots. Distraction, avoidance, thinking, and suppression. Basically, these are all the ways you try to not feel what is actually there. And your brain loves this because it thinks it's protecting you. But actually in the long term, it creates even more anxiety, even more overthinking, even more emotional buildup. So you're actually not coping at all. What you're doing is delaying. And then what happens is you wonder why the same shit keeps coming back. So here is how you find out what your dots are. Ask yourself, what do you do when you don't feel good? Do you sit with it or do you run away from it? Because if you keep running, that cycle doesn't end.